grief turning to anger on the streets of Beijing. A rare show of protest from families of those lost aboard flight MH370. "If you don't let me through, you're not Chinese," this woman says, bursting towards the Malaysian embassy, the focus of their anger. "We just want the truth," he says, but news the plane had crashed into the ocean is not the truth they want. Like many relatives here in Kuala Lumpur, Daniel Tan, the brother of one of the Malaysian passengers, is still convinced he's alive.
As long as they don't find the aircraft, it's going to be a waiting game for us. We just have to wait until they find the body of the aircraft. Before that, we'll continue waiting. We'll continue to wait.
Until you see
Until we see the wreckage of MH370. Otherwise, we will not give up hope. Sorry.
The chief executive of Malaysia Airlines agreed to be interviewed for the first time today. He said the families were his top priority.
Our primary role in this tragedy is really to ensure we really take care of the family of those on board. And I think we've gone beyond our normal responses.
I think they would say you haven't gone far enough. Their response has been very angry and has been targeted at you.
Well, I think it's unfair. I think we've done all we can within our means to help them. You must realize that, in an incident like this, normally in any tragedy, there's always some evidence in place. We have not had any evidence until maybe last night.
The search for remains of the plane was grounded today by bad weather. The international search effort stalled, with a huge challenge still ahead.
If I can put the analogy of what we've got out there at the moment, we're not searching for a needle in a haystack, we're still trying to define where the haystack is. So that's just to put it in context.
A vast span of ferocious ocean, the sightings of a day before now scattered in the high seas, the approaching ships delayed. It was a big decision by the Malaysian Prime Minister to announce the loss of flight MH370 without any physical evidence. And there's still a sense of things being in limbo for the families of those on board who really need to see wreckage before they can remove that faint glimmer of hope. And for the investigators who have to try and pinpoint the black box flight recorder to solve the core of this mystery. What caused this flight en route to Beijing to crash deep in the southern Indian Ocean? Alastair, Leithead, BBC News, Kuala Lumpur.